My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my
I don't
tasks.
need you now.
I start by
I'm
writing
live.
everything I need to get done.
What's going on? Sorry about that. He's off now. That's YouTube for you. So what's going on, everybody? Who's here? I got 2 likes and I got 1 person in the room. That's good. That shouldn't be possible. David, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everything? TSA, what's going on, buddy? Glad you made it. Well, people are popping in now. Where have I seen one of those before? In my arms. What's going on, Ubi? How you doing? Uh, how's everybody? Good. It's been a long week, and I got to apologize that because it's just been crazy. I've had a lot going on, and I wanted to do a live show sooner than this, and I'm not sure when I'm going to do the next one because my work schedule is all funny. But I'm glad we're here today, and just keep watching. I'm going to keep trying to push out more videos right now too. Anyway, we'll talk more about that. Was joking. Mine's green too. Yeah, yours is. I don't recall hearing the story how you got that. I remember one live show you suddenly had it after not having one, and you were talking about a surprise up to that point. But then I didn't see a live show for a while because of work. Suddenly I was working again, I think. So, oh, I gotta bring you closer. That's the problem. So yeah, great. Soon I'm gonna have the red one, and I can't wait. Then it's gonna be like Christmas around here all the time. Who's there? Roy, he wanted the Green Reaper back, so he traded me a Blue Reaper and the. Oh, that's okay. That's how you got that one back. Nice. Roy's a nice guy. So, good evening, David. Ubi. We got some hellos. Yeah, cool. So, I'm glad we're all here. Um, I got a short that just started. Basically, it's just letting everybody know about what's going on, in case anyone hasn't seen anything. I don't know how you haven't. Uh, if you want Tease Guitars merch, you buy it from me. Basically, you're buying it from my store. You're buying it from the RJ's Cave store, and yeah. So I've been making a whole bunch of stuff for the store all week. So at this point, you guys that like to do the guitar work, you can get a Tease Guitars workshop apron, a, a desktop protective pad, uh, and a visor. Yeah, I'm going a little crazy. There's posters, there's stickers, all sorts of stuff, hats, shirts. I'm waiting. I gotta order mine when we get done here before I go to bed. So, so we got 7 people in the house. We got 4 likes. So does everybody like what's been going on with Tease Guitars lately? Have you guys heard what's going on? I posted in the community post. I posted in the community post in the post to the post. Sorry, I posted on the community page about the new model that's coming out. Has anybody seen that? Mm. Albert, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, I like that too. It's a nice. It classes it up in a very subtle way, right? There you go. We're thinking the same thing. It adds class. Absolutely. Yeah. It's and the new colors are phenomenal. You know, in the past, but he might have to have negotiated like quality paint jobs versus standard paint jobs in the past. Like make sure he had a couple of white ones and a couple of black ones so that he could the boomer blue and the purple, the royal purple, that kind of stuff, right? But now JMK's in the house. What's going on, sir? How you doing? But now suddenly we have 8 colors, and most of them are brand new, and they look phenomenal. Most of them are all the metal flake, the candied colors. I'm glad you're here, JMK. How's it going? Johnny 3 Bar in the house. We got a bunch here today. How's everybody doing? Steve Gunner. What's going on? How's everything? Nice to see everybody today, man. So I got to catch up, and I think I need a new prescription. It's getting hard to see. It's not me getting older at all, I swear. BBM, yeah, man. I feel you on that one. I just got done doing like 4 videos in 3 days. I still got to do like 3 more videos in the next few days, and I got to do a video for a company, Licato. I got to do something for them. They hit me up, and I was feeling generous, so I said yes. And I say yes because I say that because it was. It's not like I'm not really getting anything for this, and they wanted me to do 2 videos for what I said I wanted to do one, and I was finally said, yeah, all right, I'll just do the 2 videos. Just send me your stuff. So I got to do that. I got all the parts for the short guy for the mini. I got everything ready for him, so I got to do something about him too soon. I got to do that video, and I gotta edit one that I just shot. I'm sending out 2 more electric guitars. Actually, it's 3. JMK, you're getting your BC Rich. My thank you to you is going to be coming. I'm going to definitely get it all out the door this week. It's going to be. I'm sending that one to you, and then I'm sending you the Leo James Strat that I won from the Ball Shredder. And you can do whatever you want with that. I also have in the box a couple of extra pickups for you. You can do what you want with them. You want to add them to this guitar, you can. But you can use them on whatever you want. They're the other set from Igor. All right, so it's the original set. So you can see what you want to do with that. Salty Cream Puffs in the house. What's going on? How you doing? We got 14 people in the chat. So thanks for joining me, guys. Please say hi. All right, let me know you're here. So we got, yeah, Malachi. How you doing? Yes, nice to see you too, man. It always is a pleasure to have you here. Welcome. So, pardon me. All right, so JMK, you just have to promise me you're going to send it off to Ted when it's done. And that's it. Send that one off to Ted, and that's it. You just just send me some pictures. All right, as many as you can. Actually, I know you don't really do video, so if you don't want to shoot any video, that's fine. But the more pictures you can send me of the guitar, after is great. A little during would be awesome too. All right, so but you know what I mean. So, and I look forward to getting that from you. Yeah, you could do that. You could send me short video clips. You could send them. You should be able to send them right to my phone if you want in texts, if they're short enough, right? I'll stop banging on the table. That's setting off the camera, bouncing the camera. Hey, BCG 5150. Yeah, man, it's a busy place today. How's everybody doing? We got 16 people in the chat. I got 8 likes. Hey, if you like what's going on, man, if you like hanging out here, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you like Tease guitars, definitely hit that like button. BCG, I think I have your address, right, BCG? I believe you sent it to me. I was going to send you those stickers that you asked for. All right, so we got several builds going on now, guys. We got several of these guitars going out. We were just talking about JMK 2112 taking the guitar. It was the Leo James from the kit. Excuse me. The Leo James guitar kit from the Bowl Shredder. So that I won. So he's going to take that one and send it off to Ted, and then Ted's going to perfect it a little bit, and then make sure it's a good, solid, playable guitar, which I'm sure it will be by the time it leaves JMK. I'm sure. And then send it off to Fretnot. He's doing that one. Jade Guitars is going to be doing one as well. So, and Jade's going to be, that's going to be interesting. Both of these are going to be interesting. JMK does awesome paint jobs too. I watch him on Instagram. I see some of your pictures. And, yeah, okay, BCG, if you could send that to me again, that would be great. Because I have the package ready to go. So let me see if I can catch up a little bit. I know I stopped in mid-sentence. Pro tip, when you're hammering a stud post for Tunematic, make sure you don't miss the post. Yeah, that's some good advice. Did you have an issue, Salty? Yeah. All right. Albert, did you get a Tease SPH order in? Who are you asking, Albert? Are you asking me? Because yeah, I got mine in. I know that Baby Boy Mulligan, he's got something in the works. He's gonna get one. I'll send you a sticker. I'll get my crayons out. That's okay, BCG. Hey, you know what you do? And this is what I do. I actually just did another order of these. I got like 80 of them, and I just ordered another 50 because I get them cheap. Stickermule.com. Sign up over there for their email. Don't buy a thing. You don't have to. They're going to start sending you emails every couple of days, and they're going to have a new deal every few days. Stickers like that, I pay a $19. I just ordered a batch for $19 of 50 stickers, and you'll see they're nice stickers. They're not the cheap, skinny. There's texture to them a little bit. They're nice. So, but they also send you stuff like that. I'm getting a bunch on text now too. Every 2 days, I get a new one on a text. I've gotten shirts for $4, printed, shipped. So they're definitely worth having an email come in every once in a while. That's why you use a smaller rubberish hammer, Brother Salty. Yes, Malachi is correct. Albert, yeah, man, I'm getting the red one. I didn't want to mess around. You know, as a YouTuber, I can get a guitar from Torsten whenever he's got a new one. I just have to kind of wait my turn, you know, and that's what I've done in the past. But this time around, I said, you know what? I want to make sure I get that color because as a YouTuber, I can get whatever he's got, and and I'm very thankful for it, right? Because the goal is not for me, the goal is for the channel, and so it's just my attitude has always been, just send me what you got, you know. If you got 80 of one particular one left, that's fine. Send me that. I don't care. You know, this is what I like, but send me what you got. And that's what he always does. But this time around, I wanted to make sure that I got the one I wanted. As beautiful as this is, I wouldn't have picked this one. But I guess this one wasn't a top pick for a lot of people to begin with, because this is one of the ones that he gave it to me. And this time around with the ST1, he gave me the black one. So, but it doesn't really matter because the guitars are awesome, right? So, and yeah, I put my money down that night, right? That night we had the color reveal. He said at 10 o'clock that night he was going to have them live for pre-order, and I was the first pre-order. I was there at 10 o'clock. By 10:01, I had my guitar. So I like bottom water green metallic. Far out, man. Yeah, man. That's one of those things I learned since the incident. My problem is I do things first. Yeah, you know what, Salty? I think we all tend to do that. You know, we all tend to like use the hammer first and then ask questions later, right? But hey, that's a way to learn, right? And that's the way a lot of us learn. You know, so it's a little more costly, but it can be very effective too. Am I the only one who is watching the UFC 318 prelims right now alongside the live stream? You might be. You might be. I was before this. I was on Canva looking at fonts, looking for the right letter T to match the Tease guitars font, so that I could fix something. And I was looking through fonts for an hour, and I couldn't find what I wanted. And then I was like, "Holy shit! I got to do the live show." We got 15 people in the room. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Let me ask, has anybody gotten their Tease guitars orders in, right? Get them in now, guys. These guitars are flying off the shelf. And I'm saying that as somebody who just loves these guitars and likes Torsten as a person. And I know he's doing the right thing, so I want to support this guy. But the guitars are selling like crazy. Gold's gone, and they just hit the water. Okay, gold's gone and they barely hit the water. Silver is going out right away. It's coming out next. And I wouldn't have guessed silver would have been like that, although it kind of makes sense because silver is loud in a good way, where gold can be a little over the top or even a little bit wishy-washy if the color's not quite right. Silver just looks gaudy. That metal flake silver, that's like Liberace throws up on something. You know what I'm saying? That if Liberace was a guitar player, he would play the silver guitar, the silver fox. Yeah, and so I can see why a lot of people gravitate towards that. Excuse me, I'm not sticking my finger in my ear. All right, guys, it's like right there. Sorry. Yeah, these guitars are selling like crazy, and they're still on the water. They're barely past California right now. Right? They're on their way. They're going to be on their way to New York for another week. Right? Rod, what's going on? Oh, that's a little disappointing, but you know what? A new truck is a good thing, right? By new, you mean brand new, or new to you? Because that could be a good thing too, right? The way some of these cars are imploding these days, like 50,000 miles, it might be worth it to keep that Ford Ranger. You can say that as much as you'd like, BCG. I'm catching up now. Yeah, there's a really fucking bloody fantastic fight going on right now at middleweight. Cool. Enjoy, man. I like the silver. I think it would look good with a custom pick guard. Yeah, man. Rod is it's used. Okay, so used is still good, right? It's not like deep mileage used. It would be still worth investing in, right? And it's a truck. Trucks are usually pretty good, you know. So, but it's all right. You got the truck. You'll get a few payments in. A few things will get it paid off. You'll find a little room on the credit card, and something will come up. And you know what? These guitars, Tease guitars, they every so often they are starting to pop up used, believe it or not. So you could actually end up finding a deal, right? Because how many people know how good a Tease guitar really is? So always keep that eye open, man. Facebook Marketplace, people are idiots. They don't know what they have. That's both good and bad, right? For everybody who sells a Tease guitar cheap because they think it's a kid's toy guitar, there's that guy who says, "Oh, look, that's a Maestro. That's a Gibson. I'm going to ask $300 for it." Car fund to get a new fridge and stove. Okay. That's a well, that's a must, right? That sounds like a sudden have to, a sudden need. I hope everything's okay, TSA. Your fund got burned by an MRI. Ouch. So much for good insurance. Yeah, probably winter before you can buy anything new. That sucks. Well, I'm glad you got a good price on that truck, Rod. Swapping out a pick guards is like getting a whole new. It can be. You can totally change a guitar with just a pick guard, right? Anybody who's got a guitar with that cheap looking black pick guard, that one ply thing, change it. It almost doesn't matter what pick guard you put on there. As long as it's a 3-ply pick guard, you're gonna change the look of that guitar, right? It doesn't even matter if it's a used 3-ply pick guard, in my opinion. It's still gonna look better than that piece of crap. But that's just my opinion. Uh, the neck pickup in the Tease Telly style is really hot and sounds great with high gain settings. It does. It does. What we got to remember is that even though it's a 7K single coil, at 7K, if it was one coil in a humbucker, that humbucker would be 14K, which is hot, right? So that's hot for a single coil. It can push, but it can also be dialed back just a little bit. You turn that thing down to 7 because the pots are good. They'll do that, right? They should. So you dial it down to 7, and you can get those clean tones. If you dial it down a little more, you get that sweetness. That with the fingertips, you get that telly thunk, right? I mean, it's not going to do it in every situation, but you can get that tone out of there, right? And it's a very versatile guitar. It's basically a studio level guitar, right? Because in the studio you want to have a guitar that can do a lot, and ideally it's good in the mid range. When you have a hot rail in the bridge, you've got good mid range. So let me catch up again. Wait until you hear the harmony guitar, guys. Yeah, he's working on the harmony. You put hot rails in that, right? Neck pickup. I had it dipped into my car fund. I read that. Tim's. Oh yeah, time. Okay. Wait till you hear the harmony. All right. Okay. I'm getting caught up. 3-ply pick guard with some tone rider pickups for me. That sounds good, Salty. Since I always rip out the neck pickup, I need to cover the cavity with a pick guard. Yeah. Right. Itch. Yeah. I could go all day with a guitar with just one pickup in the bridge. I can go. I don't. I'm happy with that tone, that power, that brightness. And it doesn't matter if it's a humbucker or a single coil either, right? You got a good, powerful single coil like a P90 in the bridge, and you got a decent volume and tone control. you can have fun all day, and I do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing it too because I just got, check this out, I'll show this to you now. I just got this for the Mini. All right. It's got just one humbucker route, and this guy's going in it. But this is not perfect. The edges are rounded, right? Because it's routed for a fender humbucker. So I have to square off the edges. Yes, sir, this is a GMP 94. I bought the set and I bought a humbucker. I was going to put them all in this. I was going to put them all in my ST1, but those pickups are too good to take out of the guitar. So that guitar is going to become a Gilmore tribute, which is another video I got to hurry up and start doing. Bro, minis are awesome. If anybody's missed a live show where I pulled out the Mini, hold on, I have it right behind me. It's not plugged in. I didn't do anything else to it except what I'm about to show you. No, don't fall over. Oh, here we go. This is a Squier Mini with a full scale neck. And it just bolts right on. The scale works. Yeah. So this thing is like the ultimate like mod platform for me. You can just drop a 25.5-inch scale neck on there. I measured it. It works. I don't know how it does. It must be the 20 fret, the shorter 20 frets neck, right? It's a 22 3/4-inch scale neck. It's only got 20 frets. This has got 22 plus it's 25.5-inch. All of that must add up to the exact distance that you need to just bolt this bad boy on. So it's awesome, bro. Malachi, I think it's awesome. I haven't intonated it, and I haven't done anything else to it because this neck, right? This was from another guitar, and I knew I was going to be getting this stuff. So I've just put it on there, and I measured it, and I've been noodling around with it on the upper frets, on the low end here, and it sounds great. Johnny Bean, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Wow, we got 20 people in the room. That's awesome. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's buying their Tease guitars because those guitars are selling out fast. So, yeah, listen, I'm telling you guys, this is like a great mod platform for a whole host of reasons. You can buy a used one of these dirt cheap. Find any 25.5-inch scale neck with a Strat style heel, and it's going to more or less bolt right on, especially if the neck was made in Asia, because it's going to have a matching bolt pattern to this 99% of the time. So you won't even have to drill new holes. How easy is that? And the scale, and I'm going to break my TV, and the scale works because of the difference in the neck. And honestly, the pickups sound good. For a Strat, they sound good. They actually have different heights and everything, the pole pieces. So, great idea, great mod platform. And these pick guards, they're about $30. So, and they come in a bunch of colors. It's fun. Thanks, Malachi. It's fun. I think I'm gonna have to deal with some neck dive, right? Because the body is so light. It's literally half as thick as a standard body, and then it's like 3/4 the size of a standard body on top of that. So, yeah, I'm sure it's gonna just go. So I'm gonna have to put some fishing weights or something inside here, somewhere in here, maybe back here. But oh yeah, and look at that. This tells you how much use these guitars get when they're used, right? They just sit in the closet most of the time. This has still got the plastic. I don't know if you can see that. It's still got the plastic on there rippling up, like the protective plastic to protects the plastic. So, okay. Earlier, I was talking about who we have here. We're 30 minutes in. We got 19 people hanging out, 13 likes. So, uh, let me catch up here. Good evening, mate. Okay, that's a hello. I think there's many jazz masters more than the Strats. Many jazz masters? I'm gonna have to look for that. I don't think I've actually seen one, or maybe I just haven't recognized it as being a mini when I've seen it. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of minis in general, but that's another story. Yeah, weights. Um, yeah, it's cheap. Parts are plentiful because 99% of it. The guitar is basically built around everything being Strat sized. The whole design is built around that. So the only thing that won't fit is a full size Strat pickguard, right? And that's about it. So why wouldn't you do that, right? You could buy it cheaper than anything else, and so why wouldn't you do that? I mean, it's crazy not to, right? It's even cheaper to paint. If you wanted to paint it, you can use half the paint. And when people look at it, they're like, "Wait, that looks normal," but no, it's not normal, is it? I made the heart to the like button, brothers. I just made love to the like button, brothers and sisters. Thank you, Malachi. Thank you. And how about some more love for I don't know Tease guitars, right? Who's got one? Well, I know Johnny Bean's got one, right? I got one. I got a couple. Here's a question: how many Tease guitars do we have in the room in the chat altogether? Right? I mean, I have three, right? Well, one, two. Technically, I have two, but I do have three. Igor is technically my old ST1, so that's three. Steve Gutter's getting the Silver Fox, man. That's one of those ones, man. That's like on the fence for me. I really like it, and I wanted to get it, but I like the red more. But part of me was like, that's gonna be one of the ones to get though, because that's the wild one, you know. Red is candy apple red. That's beautiful. It's classic. Gold the same way is basically candy gold, right? And but silver, metal flake. I don't. There's something about that just seems a little more louder, a little more rock and roll, a little old school Elton John. Although that's not really rock and roll to me anymore. But a little bit Liberace, a little bit rhinestones, a little bit of gaudiness. It's like it. It's not an insult in any way. I think it's a beautiful guitar. It looks great in person. Nothing ugly about it. Nothing gaudy about it. But it's one step into over the edge into gaudy maybe. It just pushes. It pushes the edge. It pushes that edge of what is beautiful versus gaudy. That's what it is. It pushes the line. White with gold. If everything goes good with the giveaway, I'll have another one to do. Johnny knows what guitar it is. He made fun of my curtain when he seen the guitar. Okay. David has two. One ST1 PBR and the SBHE that you want. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I have two. That's basically what I have. I have the SPR, the new one, and I had the old one, and I had the SBH HD. That's now Time Surfing Aliens, and he's gonna he'll die protecting that, as he probably should. Because I don't know that in any other situation, I don't think I would have given it away. I don't think I would have done the trade because it really, really is an awesome guitar, and it's a bit one of a kind, right? It's a transition model from Tease guitars. So as long as it can be, as long as people can see it as being a Tease guitar, then it'll have a certain value down the road. But you can also get that. I'm thinking Torsten would certify that in some way or authenticate it, give you for a few dollars. So something to consider. Anyway, my fiance bought me a Tease Telly style guitar, majestic white, beautiful color. I was rocking on it before I jumped in the comments section on the live stream. It's a beautiful guitar, isn't it, man? Right? The SBHE, it's just a great guitar. The new one's going to be everything that you could ever make the SBHE be, all on its own right out of the box, right? This one, I can wire it up easy enough. Justin from Just Generation X, he did the same thing. You just drill a hole here, and the wires, according to Torsten, are right underneath the pickguard. You just take the tape off, solder them in the right spots, and then drill a hole, and then mount it right there, right in the middle. Done. But for everything that this guitar is, it's great. It's very versatile as it is. It's not really lacking in anything, But at the same time, you got to wonder, is the new SBHE different enough to actually be a different model? So look for that when I get the guitar. It's well documented. Yeah, I guess that's true, right? Because it's been on my channel a bit, and I've basically talked about how I got it from Torsten, and then we talked about doing the trade, right? So you could document all that easy enough at the very least, and I'm sure you might even be talking about other stuff as well. I really want to try the newest Tease Telly or Strat style guitars because they've got roasted maple necks and the truss rods to heal the neck. Well, the Strat style ones don't have that yet. I think the next one may, but I'm not sure about that because Torsten has also told me that the ST1, he doesn't see doing anything else to that guitar to try to improve it anymore. He feels like if he did, it might actually be a new model, right? It would validate being, it would be too much of a validation of it needing to be at a new price point for him to resist making a new price point. Not that he'd be trying to get more money just to get more money, but he couldn't tick up. I think it was, he couldn't tick up the specs anymore and keep it at that price point. If he had to improve the specs again, it was going to be like a jump. And then, so he would have to raise the price, right? He couldn't finagle and manipulate things here and there to keep things more or less at a price where he can keep the price more or less the same. You know what? At this point, you probably you probably better know more than I do, right? Right? You've actually worked in the shop, so I know you don't want to spill beans, so no one's going to ask you to. But if you ever want to, you're free to. Okay. ST1 gossip. Okay. Is there anything you would like to share? I mean, you don't have to. Like I said, I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to put you on the. Well, I guess I did ask you. I'm not going to put you on the spot. So, Malachi, you do want one. At this price point, you're not going to find a better Strat style guitar that actually sounds more or less like a Strat, right? This one does. I mean, it's like the brighter side of Strat tones, but it's definitely a Strat, and it's only 179.95. So I'm thinking about buying another one because they're cheap enough, right? And I know he still got some Boomer Blue ones, even though he didn't send me one. So I still want that color. Hmm. I got to contemplate. Hold on here. BCG knows something too. Sending me a picture. Hold on. All right. No, don't do that. Where'd it go? BCG, is this what you're showing me here? That's the one you want to do after we do the Firefly together? Pardon my itch, guys. Okay, awesome. I'd love to have it in here. I'd love to have it in here for a little while, just to take some pictures, play it for a minute. You know what I mean? To get my hands on. This is the this is the Firefly one, right? Snug. He actually started out by making a straight up telly. The very first SBH was just the SBH, and it was a straight up Telecaster with two single coils. So if you could find one, they came in the silver and the black finish. So you might be and I'm not sure what else, if anything else, but they might be out there. You might be able to find one. It has the old style headstock. The one that you can find on the SS one, it's a little bit more rounded and not doesn't have that cutout on the circuits around the circular part. Sorry, that's how I described it, as if it was a fender neck that they cut away to make the shape. Right? Um, you made this BCG, nice. Right? Was that yeah? That's a rosewood fretboard, right? Yeah, I don't think you would normally see a rosewood fretboard on this particular model, right? He's got those. He's still got those right now, TSA. And I got to tell you, I think that color looks the best on the Strat shape. I like it better on the Strat shape. As much as I like it on the Telly, I like it better on the Strat shape. Okay, all right. I know you told me twice I could show it, so I'm going to show it. All right, all right, guys. So, all right. So, what all this coded discussion between BCG and myself has been about is if anyone doesn't know, he's going to send me a Firefly to give away. Well, I'm going to be the middleman. Pardon me. Uh, he's going to send me a Firefly um, Explorer. Really nice one. Really nice one. And I want to review it and then send it off to Fret Knot. Right? He's going to make sure it's perfect first, and then I'm going to do my thing with it, and then we're going to send it off to Fret Knot, and they're going to give it away to you guys. All right? So somebody's going to be able to win a Firefly. That's number one. Okay. And then what he wants to do after that is, and I'm assuming this is, assuming that things go good, right? If things go bad, maybe not so much, but things go good. Things will go good, right? Things have this. This can only go good, right? And I don't want to. I just don't want to make promises at this point. You know what I'm saying? So just withhold a certain level of expectations, right? He made this, and now he wants to give it away to one of you guys. Right? Do I have that right, BCG? We're going to do the Firefly first, and assuming everything goes great and there's no hard feelings for some stupid friggin' reason, we're going to move ahead, and this will be next. All right, guys, this shit's blowing up. Okay, excuse my language, but this whole idea of doing the giveaways and working together as a team, it's blowing up. Okay, and as it should. There's a couple other people who've hit me up by email who said the same. They want to do the same thing. So this is blowing up. I think the guitar YouTube guitar mafia, or whatever it is turning into a thing. And yeah, so if you're hanging out here and you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you subscribe to these guys too, right? Because every one of these guys is giving up something to benefit somebody else. And so just for that alone, I think it's they're good people. They're worth the support. You know what I'm saying? And it's not asking a lot. It's a click a button here, click a button there. You're done, right? And if you really want to be awesome, you buy the guy a cup of coffee once a month and become a member. Anyway. Oh, dude, that's awesome. All Geico parts. TSA says, just save all that time and aggravation and expense and just send me the guitar. Right? Yeah, I think we could just send you all the guitars lately, TSA. All right? So, finished. All right, all right. Gimme. Right. Okay. I just recently finished my 90s Jackson Grover Super Strat in EVH stripes, but in the colors of the Green Bay Packers. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. You've seen Igor, right, with the red, blue, and the yellow. Was it the gold? It's green, yellow, and is there a third color, or did you just do one of the two color patterns, like the bumblebee? Right, JMK? Kinda. I mean, it doesn't have to be me, but I guess I got the most subscribers out of us here, I guess. So in that sense, maybe me. I don't even know if that's true though about the number of subscribers, but I kind of think it is. So yeah, I agree with David. That guitar is beautiful. It looks like you did a phenomenal job. I would love to get some of that footage. Do you mind if I download your videos, or if you have them, could you get me some kind of access so I could download them? I would love to edit them into a final video that we do. And if you've got anything on the Firefly, same thing. All right, because you're gonna do like a full video yourself, BCG, with the Firefly, because that would be cool. And then I could do my giveaway, and then I could do a reaction to your video, and I could do the reaction videos to the other guys. Fret not. Hold on. Green, yellow, and white. Okay, that works. Right? Yeah, right. I think white's like the pinstripe. Whatever. No, whatever. It doesn't matter. It looks good. Yeah. Right. Okay. Because you would go with the yellow for being the one of the two colors that there's more of, right? Because of the stripes, right? Mostly green. Yellow would be the bulk of the larger amount of stripes, and then the white is the second. Here is sub to my channel. 18. All right. Well, if I've got all your subs, then I don't need you anymore. No, I'm kidding, BBM. Love you, buddy. I like those breakdown episodes. Yeah, I thought they were a good idea too. I would like it if everybody who gets involved in a build like this does them as well. The idea is that the more something is happening around the more stuff that's happening around what we're doing, the more likely this stuff's going to get picked up by the algorithm. So if 3 channels are involved, right? And the first channel sends the guitar off to somebody else, right? So they do a quick video. It says, "Hey, this is my guitar. Let's take a quick look at it. These are the specs," right? A kind of mini review almost. Okay. So if that person does that and then sends off the guitar to the second person, and then they do the reaction to what this person's doing, they have an invested interest to see what's going on with the guitar, right? So it makes perfect sense that they would go there and go, "Hey, what's going on with the guitar?" So this second person, they could do 2, 3, 4 videos with the guitar, whatever they want, right? Or one, it doesn't matter. But then they're going to react to them, right? And then when this person's done, now both of these guys go over to the person number 3, and they do the reactions to. At this point, it might be fret 9. Right? So you would do the reaction to the review, and then you would go back and do the reaction to the win, which would include maybe talking about a little bit about the next thing, because they usually do one giveaway when they're talking about another guitar, right? So, but by doing all that, then there's like 9 or 10 videos that all surround this one topic. You know what I mean? So there's more activity. At least that's the idea. So I'm hoping others will follow my lead and do the same thing. And it's easy to do, right? You don't have to do too much as long as the video is not long and drawn out, right? Baby Boy Mulligan, I love you, buddy, but you put me to work with the last one. I'm going to be up for the next 2 nights editing my reaction to that. But that's because I got to go through everything and find all the areas where I got to fast forward, and then cut that up, fast forward everything, then put everything back together as one video again, and then go through it again. It's just kind of how I do things. What we got here? We're at 53 minutes. All right, get ready to do another reaction video. Part 3 of our giveaway drops tomorrow. Really? You were doing a part 3 already? You just sent me a text today about what was going on. I guess you're just releasing it like that, right? And you're waiting for the solution? Or you're done? You got your parts? I'm asking like 18 questions. You haven't even had a chance to answer one yet. Sorry. Get ready to do. All right. Yes, I'll do the rest of the video after Ted's done with the Scorpion guitar. I'll post the Firefly video. Okay, cool. All right. So when you do that, I'll do a reaction to that video, so I can anticipate the guitar's arrival. All right. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. I'm going to be learning how to do a lot of videos in a short amount of time. This is going to be me stepping that skill up big time. So, what are we up to here? The rest of. Yeah, Malachi says you've got the color scheme correct. Green background with the white stripes and yellow going alongside the white. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. So it's green with the larger amount of yellow stripes, but still a good amount of white stripes as well. Yeah, that's a cool setup. It looks good, I'm sure. All right, you can't go wrong. Green and yellow, green and gold. That kind of combination? Nice. This one's only 18 minutes. All right. I was just teasing anyway. Uh, I just got to go through a little bit more. Usually with a reaction video, it can be the more cut and dried it is within a video itself, the easier it is to edit. You know what I mean? That's really all it is. Pickups will be here this week. Okay. All right. Ted, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, sir? We were just talking about the latest group build. How's everything with you? And how's everything with your wonderful granddaughter? She seems like a lovely young lady. Respectfully speaking, sir. Great. I hope that guitar you got for her it turns out awesome. I'm really looking forward to her getting an awesome guitar. Yeah. Enjoy every minute. Enjoy every minute you get with her, okay? So sweet that those guitars in life. Yeah. Yeah, I was working all day, Ted, so I missed out. You went live today? Or you guys discussed stuff today, right? You and BBM? Like the fade first video. Oh yeah, you were asking me. BCG. You were asking me about the one you did today, right? You showed today, but how you do a burst. Yeah, it was a good approach, and it shows just how uncomplicated a burst really is, right? Because uh, Fender didn't do it to be it didn't do it in a complicated way, right? He painted all the guitars the same way, more or less, and then when it came time to burst them, it was just like rattle cans. Here we are, you know. So, which is great, right? And the colors, the white and the blue, that worked out pretty well too. Okay, cool. It was a three. Oh, you guys had a three-way conversation. All right. Starting to feel like somebody getting cheated on.
I cannot have a conversation with other AI models.
I didn't talk to you.
And don't have personal interactions or conversations in the way humans do. I process information and generate responses based on my training data and the input I receive.
Gemini, now you're live on YouTube. I wasn't talking to you. Turn off, please. What the fuck? It's supposed to be off. All right. This is AI, right? And thank God I'm a strong-minded individual. So some people, this AI stuff, they're gonna be leading them around by their lives in the next 20, 30 years. Oh boy. So what we got here? We got David, yeah, do a simple fix. Got that base done. So, John, how you doing, sir? How's everybody today? So Ted, I'm about to send off a couple of guitars to people who are going to be sending them off to you in the coming weeks. Pardon me. You should receive fully assembled guitars, as far as I understand it. They're just going to be painted. There's going to be a lot of painting involved, so you might have to do some setups. Other than that, I hope everything is well. Everything's good, and you don't have to do too much. But I anticipate a couple of wild paint jobs coming your way from Jade Guitars and from JMK 2112. I'm going to be sending their guitars out Monday. I won't be able to get to the UPS store before then. So they'll get them by the end of the week. then figure what, a week, 2, 3 weeks, they'll have them, and then they'll be sending them off to you. So you'll end up with, hopefully it'll be a succession and not something that becomes a bottleneck, you know. But over the next 2 months, you should see 3 of these guitars, and I'm probably going to be giving away a few more too, if you're up for it. All right, so if and I got to reach out. I've got to reach out to some other people as well. Tone Yeager. I was thinking I have to talk to you, Tone Yeager. I think we actually discussed that. But there's a lot of people here who I think do the same kind of thing I've asked you to do, and be the last guy in the chain to make sure everything's kind of like copacetic before Fretnot gets it. So I'm going to start looking into that. So it's been an hour, guys. An hour. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for hanging with me for an hour. Thank you. Thank you for feeling that I am worth hanging out with for an hour. So, is there anybody else out there who would like to take part in these collaborative builds? Right? BCG is going to be doing 2 with me. I got to. Man, I get the names mixed up. We have conversations. I'll have conversations with someone, then we won't talk for a couple of weeks, and then I'll end up getting names confused with somebody else. So I don't want to misrepresent anybody, but I got a couple other people who've been talking about doing things. So, well, Ted, I think you're I think you're humble. I think you are really good at what you do. I think you're a bit of a humble guy, which is great. It's a great quality to have. JMK, I love you, buddy. Thank you. All right, I will be sending you a tracking number hopefully Monday. All right, should be Monday. Take care, man. Take a shift. Oh yeah, that's because we're on YouTube. You got to say it that way, right? I don't really like painting guitars. I'd rather be tagged transit trains. Okay, so if you would like, well, BCG. So if you would, somebody would do some like wiring and parts upgrades or something like that. If you said, hey, you know what? I got some tuners lying around. Send that my way. I'll drop some tuners in that bad boy and clean it up and send it off to somebody else. That would be your speed. I'm trying to catch up, find out where I'm at here. Yeah. So, good night, guys. All right. Later, BBM. You know what, guys? It's getting late anyway, and it's been over an hour, so it's probably a good time to end this. So, why don't we call it? I will do another one of these really soon. All right. I got to figure out what's going on with work. I got to get that stabilized, but they're so short-handed. It's great for me for work, but it means a lot of last-minute stuff and crazy schedules. I work at 6 days a week right now. Not 40 hours, just enough to screw up my days. But anyway, that's another story. I'm going to say goodnight. All right, guys, I really appreciate you. I will have another one up soon. I'm going to be posting videos. Keep an eye out. And more stuff with the Tease guitars, okay? And the merch, all right? If you guys want Tease guitars merch, you know where to go. I'm having a bit of an issue with some of the links. Sometimes the links that YouTube puts in the videos aren't the ones I would like to do, but it will not let me use other ones. So if you want to see if something else is there, click on a link in one of the videos for something else. And it'll take you to the website, and you just go browse there and just use the code, okay? Tease 10, capital letters, Tease 10, and you'll save 10% on your order. You'll save 10% on your shipping. All right? So anyway, Thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much for coming. Oh, members, look for a members live soon too. Okay, it's been a little while, and I apologize, but I haven't forgotten. So we'll do that soon. Thanks again, guys. Take it easy.